Okay. What up? What up? Just saw the Hitman Holla versus John the Don battle. Pretty good battle. Pretty good battle. Um, I gotta say it was more competitive than the first two that we seen. You know what I mean? Loaded Lux fucking killed Calico. That was fucking amazing. Murder Move. You know what I mean? That was a body bag. You know what I'm saying? Despite what you think of that shit, whatever. But now this was more. I already know what people are gonna think. It was more heated, right? So you guys seen the battle, all right? For you guys who haven't seen the battle, all right, this is my review of it. All right, yo, go over there, relax. All right, Hitman won the coin toss, so he decided to go first. You know what I mean? So that's pretty big in New York. You know what I mean? Takes ball, you know what I'm saying? He automatically he grabbed the crowd's attention, man. Like off the bat. I felt. He said, this is the round I mowed and groomed. You hear that? I haven't even rhymed it, and I'm teaching this little nigga how to control the room. Yeah, just boom, just killed that motherfucker. Then was going into it. He said, you should be smiling all fucking night. Because he said, you see who's on this card? He said, we ain't ordinary people. I put John around legends. You know what I mean? Which is true. I thought that shit was hard. He even had John clapping. John was clapping that whole fucking round, son. He said, you should thank me. And then I thought it was funny because he said, you having close battles with Bill Collector? You know what I mean? Like, I love Bill Collector, dog. You know what I mean? But, you already know the deal with Bill Collector, you know what I mean? So, he said, you having, you know what I mean? I thought that was funny. You having close battles with Bill Collector. That JC line was hard. Since y'all PG, I thought that was funny. Since y'all PG, I didn't even use curse words. I thought that was funny, too. He was just controlling everything up to this point, dog. He said, he's PG. John Stock 10. Yeah. Oh man, when he said, are these freckles on your face? Are those freckles on your face? Stop acting like a bad guy. That mad fly will put him in the air like a bad fly. Bring him back, point blank range. Knock the brains out of him. Then reload with the bullets that came out of him. Then remixed it. When he did that, dog. Yeah, when he did that, dog, I was like, damn. I was going crazy, son. This motherfucker went nuts this round, son. He went nuts. He said he ain't the Don boy. The Bill Collector line, he said, I'll stop you mid-verse. Like, who you talking to, dog? You know what I mean? Like, and he actually put some emphasis into that because of what his brother did, and you know what I mean? So you already know these motherfuckers ain't fucking around. So I thought that shit was hard. He said, you multiple choice me, I got a couple answers for you. I thought that shit was hard. So he ended it just like that. Boom. Alright? So that shit was hard. You know what I mean? Now John goes, right? And hear me out on this, alright? Now I love John, man. I love John. You know what I mean? John ain't no joke, son. But John said, I'm gonna be Hitman Holla. Okay, he said, I'm gonna be Hitman Holla. But I'm mad. Why? Because I ain't the first to do it. You know what I mean? Like, that was hard. You know, it was okay. It was hard, you know what I mean? Because we already knew what he was going to say. You know what I mean? He said, I don't care if it were Christmas, it ain't holiday. It didn't do that much for me. It was okay. But I thought the crowd went crazy when he said that. He said, I don't care if it were Christmas, it ain't holiday. Okay? You know what I mean? Whatever. He said, we want that street status holla, you know, the one with the braids. And then he said, you should do like a promo or something for Road Game. It's just jokes. You know what I mean? I was just like, you know what I mean? You gave me the shot, so I'm taking it close range. That shit was hard. The sunny forecast thing was okay. But he said, I'm not going to steal from Conceited. All right? Remember that. All right? I'm going to come back to that. I thought the multiple choice thing was forced, in my opinion. You died from a hollow before, that was hard. The heat metaphor was alright. He remixed Holla's line, that shit was hard. But then he remixed that. He remixed the remix, but that shit was whack, son. In my opinion, that shit was whack. Leave this pussy soaked up, Tampax. Really? Sit your young ass down. That's Holla shit. He said that every round. Sit your young ass down. Alright, so then Holla went, alright? And I got Holla winning this second round. Alright? He said having bars and nothing else is like dribbling in one spot. Dribble, dribble, punchline. Dribble, dribble, punchline. He might have a multiple choice, you know, like put it between his legs. That shit was hard. That million view step, that's how I move around, nigga. That shit was hard. He said, he explained to him, if I lose to you, it's like losing 10 belts, you know, because you're a nobody, man. You know what I mean? You beat me, it's all over the world, dog. You know what I mean? That shit was hard. I thought this shit was hard too when he said Smack called us outside and said battle Jjdd, get his views up. I said, nah, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like he said, yo, like I'll do it like whenever, you know what I mean? And they got it on tape, yo. He didn't want to do it. He honestly didn't want to do it. He said, oh, he had pre-written lines for him. Come on, who cares, man? What the fuck is battling? So what the hell's going on? You know what I mean? So that retail line, Real Teals line was hard, I thought. Crazy hard. But he lost the crowd when he said, this is why I said, remember that conceited line, because he said slow it down, and he lost the crowd when he did that. But other than that, it was a great round. But he said slow it down. Nobody wants to hear that conceited shit no more. All right, so then this nigga went, John, and he said I will cock the steel, put it in his mouth, and let him talk to the pop for real. That shit was hard. That Moy verse, that shit was whack. Whack. Don't ever do that again, John. Don't ever do that, son. Verb son, kill you, Marvin Gaye. My fucking dog moving. Sig, chain smoking. That shit was too set up, son. Like I came up with a line like that before, dog. Like honestly. I'm gonna let Adolf to see the Jews on Holocaust. That was okay. But I remember hearing that line. I don't know if that's DNA's line or something when he battled Flames. I don't know, but I remember hearing that line. I don't know. Look that up. Strip clubs, homes in them, that shit was okay. Multiple choice thing was better this time. The second time it wasn't forced, it was better. Then he ended it with Holla's verse again. Then this guy went. He said, is he better than Holla? No. Is he better than Aver? And everybody said, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, everyone went crazy. You know, of course they did. It's New York, you know what I mean? Which is funny because Aver came out. It was like WWE, son. It was funny. You know what I mean? He said you jump from smack to grind time. You're a snake. You know, you're a rat. Leave without your hands. Leave without your hands. That shit was funny. He said if losses get you this, now I'm gonna lose all year round. You know, that shit was hard. He did the Twitter followers rebuttal, which I thought was hard. The body metaphor was disgusting. The body metaphor was ridiculous, son. If you guys gotta hear that shit again. I've seen this battle 3 times already tonight, son. That's why I'm high, I'm fucked up. That shit was hard, son. Then John went, right? When he got me all the way to the point when he said, it's time to have a heart-to-heart with you. I was like, okay. But then from there, dog, he just started going some homo shit. You suck Terrence Williams' dick, no homo. He got booed, and he's like, that's cool. No, it ain't cool, dog. What do you mean it's cool? You know what I mean? You're in New York. It's cool. What the fuck? You know what I mean? But, alright, yo. He's getting booed and shit. It's alright. And then it was filler, on to for what did you do for me? Then boo. And he says, it's cool. It's all cool. 7 pounds, things was alright until he said it was said before. Checkerboard thing was hard. And then he conceded metaphor again. He did the metaphor and he said like he did the slow it down thing again. Like, in my opinion, it goes to Holla, dog. He might have got booed in those few times, but in my opinion, he went to a whole nother level with that shit, son. Like, the whole, I think all 3 rounds go to Holla. So it wasn't 2-1, in my opinion. Facts don't lie, son. I watched it 3 times. I'm from New York, dog. I have nothing to lie about. So I give this to Holla, son. Just my opinion. Vote on it. Tell me what you think. We're on real nigga time. Snap.
Yep.